Hey everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. Brand new here to the platform. Really excited to be here. Reaching out to new people and of course being new because it's all about being new. So anyway, what am I saying? I don't know. But I wanted to read to you an article I found. It's from 2014, but you'll find it really interesting. So bear with me because you're probably saying, why do I want to read something from 10 years ago? Well, the article here is from Yahoo News and it's called 9 Real Technologies That Will Soon Be Inside of You. So that's 2014. I can't think of anything that's happened in the last couple of years which would have anything to do with technology being inside of you. But let's see what the article actually says, wink, wink, about how, the type of tech eventually that'll be in you. And of course, it was a crazy notion in 2014 to have this, have any tech in your body. But now in 2024, you could see, I read these to you, how desensitized people have come. And we've gotten to a point where people do want this stuff in them. And it is very... at the time, it's like, there's no way the phone will be in you. Now it's like, oh, I've heard that they could possibly. And then 5 years from now, I'll be like, you don't have a phone in you? You're crazy. What are you like? What are you in the Stone Age? You got a flip phone? That's what I even hear now. What, you got a flip phone? What are you in the Stone Age? Well, just wait till it's in people's bodies. Oh, you still have one of those bulky iPhone, Samsung phones you're walking around with? Jeez, get with the times, man. Oh, no, thanks. I'm not interested in the mark of the beast, but I hope you enjoy it. That's what I'll say. So let me read it to you. Bear with me. This is 2014 again. Given the frenzy of interest following the announcement of the Apple Watch, you might think wearables will be the next really important shift in technology. Not so. Wearables will have their moment in the sun, aka what was just occurring and is still happening, including the Apple Pro Vision goggles, which I covered. Another YouTuber covered. Wearables will have their moment in the sun, but they're simply a transition technology. I've heard a guy talk about that. Transitions, desensitizing, all this stuff already in advance is here, the tech that's coming. It's just a matter of conditioning you into wanting it and doing it. And being dependent on the tech so much so that you need it. Think about it. So technology will move from existing outside our bodies to residing inside of us. That's the next big frontier. Here are the 9 signs that implantable tech is here now. Oh yeah, it was there in 2014. Growing rapidly, and that it will be part of your life and your body in the near future by 2030. Number 1, implantable smartphones. Sure, we're virtual connected to our phones 24/7 now, but what if we were actually connected to our phones? You mean the internet bodies? Excuse me. That's already starting to happen. Last year, for instance, artist Anthony Antelias had an RFID chip embedded in his arm that could store and transfer art to his handheld smartphone. Mom must be proud of him. Researchers are experimenting with embedded sensors that turn human bone into living speakers. Other scientists are working on eye implants that let an image be captured with the blink and transmitted to any local storage, such as that arm-borne RFID chip. And again, think about the eye implants. Okay, how many movies have you seen where somebody has like a prosthetic eye, whatever you call it, like a fake eye, and they see something through their retina, and it's like really a computer, it's doing like digital scanning and all that stuff. That's the point, is they're preparing you for it. That technology is already here. It's just a matter of getting you to willingly take it, okay? So they make it look cool and fancy. Everyone's, ooh, in the movies. And then as we get closer, now we have the Apple Vision, where people are literally pulling up the desktop on their computers or pulling up the interface on their cell phones out of their eyes, right? But it's goggles over you. And then they tell you after a little while, as you get used to that, they're like, whoa, there's a better way because the goggles are heavy on your nose, or the goggles are causing a problem because people are having nose issues, so they're having breathing problems. So we need to make it smaller and more accessible. So we'll get it inside your eyeball, right? And I talked about Apple Lens as well. Another YouTuber did. Got to be careful, but I'm trying to try something different here to get around everything. So anyway, but what takes the place of the screen if the phone is inside of you? Techs at Autodesk are experimenting with a system that can display images through artificial skin. And I've seen a lot of this stuff from some other YouTuber already. Or the images may appear in your eye implants. Number 2, healing chips. Right now, patients are using cyber implants that tie directly to smartphone apps to monitor and treat diseases. A new bionic pancreas being tested at America's Boston University, for instance, has a tiny sensor on an implantable needle that talks directly to a smartphone app to monitor blood sugar levels for diabetes. So I've talked about this as well with, another YouTuber, whatever. The obsession with your health, in a sense. People are like, well, it's good. Your body should tell me you want to be healthy, etc. No, this obsession with your health, literally When we talk carbon footprint, we talk about iFit and these things that are monitoring your steps, your heart rate, your calorie intake. This is all conditioning for tech in you. Because then, of course, not only can it do that, it can monitor your pancreas or, control your brain. You know what I mean? Number 3, cyber pills that talk to your doctor. Yeah, that sounds safe. Implantables won't just communicate with your phone. They'll chat up your doctor too. In a project named Proteus, after the body navigating vessel in the film Fantastic Voyage, a British research team is developing cyber pills with microprocessors in them that can text doctors directly from inside your body. The pills can share literally inside info to help doctors know if you are taking your medication properly and if it's having the desired effect. Oh, okay, so if you're not taking your graphene pill every day, they'll notify the local doctor, aka the the thought police, or aka the boogeyman behind the curtain, and probably just shut you down or taser you or something, because they'll be monitoring if you're taking your drugs or not. So number 4, this one's interesting. Bill Gates implantable birth control. That's right. The Gates Foundation is supporting an MIT project here back in 2014 again to create an implantable female, computer contraceptive controlled by an external remote control. The tiny chip generates small amounts of contraceptive hormone from within the woman's body for up to 16 years. Unbelievable. You can get it in your body with an invasive tattoo, and the ability to turn the device on and off provides a certain convenience factor for those who are planning their family. Yeah, this isn't psychotic. Number 5, smart tattoos. Covered this as well. Tattoos are hip. And that was about 2018, 2019 that we were seeing the smart tattoos, the QR code tattoos, etc., that people were getting on their bodies. I've seen some YouTubers, some crazy YouTubers covered it in the past. I'll continue on here. Number 6, brain-computer interface. Again, which is ultimately what it's, all about. Having the human brain linked directly to computers is the dream of sci-fi or nightmare. But now a team at Brown University called BrainGate is at the forefront of the real-world movement to link human brains directly to computers for a host of issues. Oh, interesting, because it's 2024, and now we're seeing them. Now, they've had the ability to do it, remember. But now we're seeing them openly talk about these experiments being done on humans, right? We just heard about the Neuralink. We're hearing about other ones, which some guy just covered over at his website as we speak, about the certain black goo substance that'll be able to do it. So this stuff's here, folks. This is, imagine 2014. Well, the only thing that they were waiting to do from 2014 to 2024 is condition you to be dependent on your technology, tell you about all these types of technologies that are coming so you get desensitized to it, and then make it so you have to have it. That's right, have to have it, and the celebrities will play their role in that. All right, number 7, meltable bio batteries. One of the challenges for implantable tech has been how to get power to devices tethered inside or floating around the human bodies. You can't plug them in. You can't easily take them out to replace a battery. They generate power inside the body, transfer it wirelessly where needed, and then simply melt away. Remember, when we talk about generating power inside the body, humans are conductors. You remember that movie with Keanu Reeves? What was it called? It was something like The Matrix or something like that. That everybody's pretty much seen it, but nobody really gets the meaning. But remember that part where he holds up the Duracell battery, right? And he says, to turn a human being into this. There you go. Okay, for anyone wondering, what year did that come out? Like 1998, 99, around in the late 90s. Number 8, smart dust. Perhaps the most startling of current implantable innovations is smart dust. Arrays of full computers with antennas, each much smaller than a grain of sand, that can organize themselves inside the body into as-needed networks to power a whole range of complex internal processes. So if you go smart dust, wow, it's smaller than a grain of sand. That's right, because guess where smart dust is being sprayed on you from? I'll give you a hint. Go outside and look up. That's right, look up, because there's smart dust in there, okay? So people need to constantly be detoxing their bodies, which, again, it's discussed over on the website, ways you could do that. So this says, imagine swarms of these nano devices called motes attacking early cancer or bringing pain relief to a wound or even storing critical personal information in a manner that is deeply encrypted and hard to hack. With smart dust, doctors will be able to act inside your body without opening you up, and information could be stored inside of you, deeply encrypted until you unlocked it from your very personal nano network. And of course, it's interesting. that they talk about attacking early cancer, or the smart dust could actually give you that too, right? You got to be careful with the algo. Remember, everybody, love wins. Always love wins. Number 9, the last one, the verified self. Implantables hammer against social norms. As you can see here, this is a chip. They raise privacy issues and even point to a larger potential dystopia. This tech could be used to ID every single human being, for example. Already, the U.S. military has serious programs afoot to equip soldiers with implanted RFID chips. So keeping track of troops becomes automatic and worldwide. Now, 2014, again, they're talking about this. This is obviously, we're way past this because now we have people who are willingly doing this. We also have a government who, since that thing happened recently, have been talking about this thing called digital ID. So I don't know how people think that this is going to work. What do you think? You're just going to go on your computer? It's going to be in you, in your code, your genetic code. Excuse me. Got to be really careful. Love wins, by the way. Love wins. What was the other thing I wanted to say? All right, this is 2014. Okay, so they talk about this technology being used inside of every single human being. It's obviously already being used in a lot. They talk about a dystopia. Well, you're in it right now. And they say many social critics believe the expansion of this kind of ID is inevitable. Of course, the equipped soldiers would probably be what they call super soldiers who have these. Some see it as a positive, improved crime fighting, universal secure elections, a positive revolution in medical information and response, and never a lost child again. Keep in mind, too, since 2014, specifically, I heard a YouTuber covering it in 2016, 2017, the big boom in getting these chips inside of your pets. There was 2 people who were trying to do that. They were trying to get, organizations were trying to get these inside of your pets to tell you, oh, there's a hurricane, you're going to lose your dog, you better get him chipped, because of course they're experimenting and conditioning you into thinking it's safe and normal by having nothing happen to the pets as far as, oh, they didn't get cancer from it, even though you don't really know the long-term effects, although I think we all do. And then on the flip side, in addition to having them talk about, we had a group of people who wear like these kind of hats and these aprons around they like black and white checkerboard floors. I don't want to say the word because of the algo. And they were trying to do these chips with children to make sure they never get kidnapped or lost. So there's been a lot of conditioning over the last 10 years since then. So the article, listen to this, how it gets funny at the end. So they say some see it as a positive again. What I just read to you, they say, and never a lost child again. And then it says, others see the perfect Orwellian society. A big brother who, knowing all and seeing all, can control all. There you go, folks. That sums up the whole article about wearable tech becoming technology that is inside of you. And of course, everybody who's listening supports this for the algo. This is technology that'll soon be in us, and that's great. Technology rules. Elon rules. Bill Gates rules. These people are great. The algorithm needs to hear this. Love wins always. Love wins always. Love wins always. Taylor Swift is great. Let's go, Beyonce. Is that good enough? Hope so. Hope so. Got to get those in for the algo because it's doing a clean sweep of the words here. So we want to pretend we're very much on board with this type of tech. Of course we are. Of course we are. So anyway, I'm going to just end it there because I probably messed up even by doing this video, but I'm testing things out because this is a good time and it's a new channel. I'm trying all different stuff. Thanks for being here, everybody. Bye.